Hello and welcome to this week's video where I will be doing a comparison between the design, technology, price and range of two new electric SUVs, the Skoda Enyaq and the Nissan Ariya. So let's dive right in. So first up, let's start with the Skoda Enyaq and its front end design. To be honest, I do think this car is a good looking car, and it's a sentence I thought I would never say for a Skoda, but the combination of sharp creases and angular lines coupled with the interestingly designed headlights and the sort of shaped grille makes it a really aesthetically pleasing car at the front, especially with the bonnet lines. They make it look muscular at the same time. However, the same can be said of the side, where the Skoda Enyaq loses some of its visual flair and it's just plain sort of SUV shape. The only thing that saves the design a bit are the alloy wheel designs, which are quite interesting and nice to look at. Overall, at the side, this resembles a sibling, the Skoda Kodiaq internal combustion engine car. At the back, once again, the Skoda Kodiaq resemblance is clear. However, this is by far the more cleaner and more beautiful design of the two. Apart from that, there's not much to talk about. Obviously, since this is an electric car, there's no need for exhausts, so therefore the rear bumper has a clean and nice design. Moving on inside, and again I'm surprising even myself by saying this, and the Enyaq has a nice and sophisticated design. This has a digital driver's display standard across the range, as well as this large screen you see here. You might be wondering, why is there leather on an electric car? Isn't the purpose of being eco-friendly diminished by leather? Well, this leather you see is made from plants and is an eco-friendly leather, as Skoda calls it. However, the quality of the materials used in this cabin it's not up to the standards of the price. I mean, the car in your pictures is £39,000 Enyaq IV80, and some of the plastics and materials used in this cabin are very scratchy and low quality feeling, not befitting of a car this price. Moving on to the back seats, and the Enyaq is a roomy SUV with ample room for 5 adults. It's a wide-bodied car, so there won't be anybody fighting for shoulder room in the back. Also, the leg room is vast and the foot space is also vast. Also, because of the lack of a transmission tunnel, there's no hump in the floor in the middle, so the person on the middle seat also has enough room for his feet. So overall, this car is very good for carrying passengers and even children. Finally, moving on to boot space, and as you can see, it is not humongous, but it is not bad either. It's just about enough for a family of 4 or 5. And also, don't forget that because this is an electric car, it also has a front boot. Oh, just a minute, no, sorry, it doesn't, because Skoda has decided to put electrical vials and all sort of gubbins and stuff in the area where the front boot would normally be, so this is your lot. So moving on to the prices and range and battery capacities of the Enyaq. So it starts with the Enyaq IV16 NAV, which is priced from £31,995 with the government zero emission grant applied. The range, or the claimed range from Skoda of this model, is 256 miles, and acceleration from 0 to 62 miles per hour is in 8.7 seconds. This car's battery capacity is 62 kilowatt hours, and from a fast charger you can charge it from 0 to 80% in 55 minutes. Otherwise, if you want to charge your home from a wallbox charger, then it will take you overnight. The next step in the range, and the car you've been seeing in the pictures in this video, is the Enyaq iV80. This is priced from £39,350, and at this price range the government grant does not apply. The claimed range for this car is 333 miles, which is quite good actually, and acceleration 0 to 62 is in 8.5 seconds. This car's battery capacity increases to 82 kilowatt hours, and again from 0 to 80% it will take you 1 hour and 10 minutes, and from fast charger, and if you want to charge it from a wallbox charger home, it will take you overnight. Moving on to the final trim level of the Enyaq, and it's the Enyaq iV Sportline 80. This is priced from £42,900, and the extra money includes some sportier additions to the looks, such as blacked out grille, blacked out rear windows, blacked out door mirrors, and sportier bumpers and things like that. Only other notable change is that a range, or claimed range, falls to 327 miles per hour. The rest of the specification is the same as the Enyaq iV80. Moving on to the Nissan Ariya, and instantly you can tell that this is by far the more beautiful car than the Skoda. In fact, it is so more striking and beautiful to look at that you may think this is a concept car, but no, this is the actual Ariya. It's been revealed by Nissan, however it's going to go on sale in 2022, whereas the Skoda is already on sale. Moving on, however, and the front end of the Enyaq features a blanked off grille with the Nissan badge on the middle, and moving down from the grille, the bumper is a discreet piece of design, but nevertheless it really complements well with the overall proportions. Also, another thing that needs to be talked about at the front are the headlights, which are just unique, and the actual lights are just a thin stripe, and the rest is just sort of piece of design which may house the full beam headlights. Moving on to the side, and again the Ariya looks far more dramatic than the Enyaq, especially because of the creases and styling on the doors of the car, and also maybe because this particular car is in this absolutely magnificent two-tone paint. But whatever the reason, this car is the better looker of the two so far, from both the front and the side. And at the back also, this car is the clear winner of the two in the design stakes. It's just that this is just more beautiful. Also, the bumper design has been more well thought of than in the Enyaq. Because there's no exhaust, however, you just don't blank off the parts that would have housed the exhaust, which is what Skoda's done. Nissan has done something different. It has just styled it that way that you don't feel the lack of exhaust pipes, which makes it even more beautiful. Moving on inside, and in my eyes, again, the Nissan is a clear winner. Arguably, the Nissan doesn't have the sort of fake leather effect that the Skoda has, and it would have been nice if Nissan had it, but the inclusion of the body colored trim pieces throughout the cabin and also the far more sensible layout of the screens and the bigger digital driver's display and the overall far more cleaner look wins it for the Nissan in this case. As far as goes for rear seat passenger space, Nissan hasn't revealed any sort of images about it yet, but I'm guessing that the Skoda would be better in that department, seeing as it's overall a larger car, as that is based, it's the footprint of that car is larger. However, in terms of boot space, and as you can see, the Nissan is a clear winner with the 430 liters of space, beating the Skoda, not by much, but beating it nevertheless. So as I said before, the Nissan will probably go on sale at the end of 2021 or at the start of 2022. So the pricing isn't available yet, but the range, specifications and the trim levels are. So let's go through them. The Ariya range starts with 2-wheel drive, and this has two specifications of battery on offer: 63 kWh and 87 kWh. The 63 kWh 2-wheel drive car has 217 horsepower and 300 Newton meters of torque. It does 0 to 62 miles per hour in 7.5 seconds and top speed of 99 miles per hour. And the range will be claimed up to 223 miles. As for the 87 kWh car, that will have 242 horsepower and 300 Newton of torque. However, it will do 0 to 62 in 7.6 seconds. Top speed will remain the same at 99 miles per hour. However, the range will significantly increase up to 310 miles. Then there's the Ariya all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive cars. They will be called E-Force. Now they have three specifications. One is a 63 kWh battery, second is an 87 kWh battery, and third is an 87 kWh battery performance. Now the 63 kWh battery has 278 horsepower and 560 Newton meters of torque. It did 0 to 62 in 5.9 seconds and top out 124 miles per hour, and it's claimed it will do up to 211 miles. The 87 kWh battery pack will have 306 horsepower with 600 Newton meters of torque and 0 to 62 in 5.7 seconds, and again top out 124 miles per hour. This car will have up to 285 miles of range. Finally, the 87 kWh performance. This will have 394 horsepower and 600 Newton meters of torque, do 0 to 62 in 5.1 seconds, and again top at 124 miles an hour. The range will be claimed 248 miles. Now in the performance department, the Nissan has the Skoda beaten, but in the overall range department, the Skoda has the Nissan beaten. But I still think with a better combination of performance, range, design, luxury and styling, the Nissan Ariya wins this test. Thank you for watching. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. See you next week. Goodbye.